And we're live.
We are live. Welcome back.
Season 2.
Season 2, baby.
What's up? Have you got an intro?
Yeah. Oh, fuck. You know what? I've been thinking of them all week. My name is Max Gavins, and I've been thinking of these all week.
Nice. Is that it? You always phone them in, but I got them locked and loaded.
Yeah, no, I did have some locked and loaded. What was it? Nah, go on. You're going to have to.
Catch me live, front page of the Huffington Post. I'm like a child that smokes because I'm stunting my growth. It's Jack Fox up in this bitch.
Nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, we apologize for the delay between, well, originally it would be episode 7 and episode 8. However, season 1, episode 7 and season 2, episode 1.
Yeah, we'll be renewed.
Yeah, we haven't been cancelled yet. Apologies for the wait. Some life stuff. All good stuff, though. I was potentially moving to Bradford a couple of weeks ago.
I mean, what a wild turn for the books that would have been if you were just like, oh, by the way, I'm also moving to Bradford.
Yeah, That's a 90 bro move right there. He moved to London without even like. I got a text. I got a text on New Year's Day from a number that I didn't have in my phone, saying, I think it was New Year's Day, and he just said it was like, moved London, bro. And I was like, I know who that is. Yeah, even though I don't know who that is, I know who that is. Like only one person would do that, just on a whim, and then just text me off a number that I didn't know.
I mean, you know, I've got some friends that just didn't up and move to London, but obviously 90. I've got some old school friends that did as well, and I do think on one hand, I'm like, these are absolutely fucking mental, but also life's too short. If you want to follow your dreams and all that, really go for it. I know we've had this discussion about London before. You don't like London.
Yeah, life's not short enough to move to London, I think.
But if that's like I've got a friend who moved to London because she's in the fashion industry.
Yeah, if you were, true.
Like he's in like movies and stuff. That's the place to be.
He is in movies. He's Tom Cruise. Actually.
Every day's a movie.
He's Tom Cruise. 90 Bro is just a method act character of Tom Cruise.
Yeah. He looks like him.
Yeah, man, spitting double.
Scientologist, secretly gay, all the same credentials.
Yeah, I think Tom Cruise plays a dog in South Park. Or was that George Clooney in South Park?
I don't know. Does he actually play him, or is it like a
yeah? But he just says woof.
Oh,
like that's all he. But it's George. I think it's George Clooney. I could be wrong.
I feel like George Clooney would be more up for it.
Yeah, Tom Cruise. There's a whole bit. There's a whole bit on South Park about Tom Cruise not being able to come out the closet, but it's like an actual closet.
Oh,
it's like that's the kind of joke. But I think it might be George Clooney. Basically, George Clooney really wanted to be in South Park.
Oh, there you go.
And they were like, "Oh yeah, you can be in South Park,
but just be a dog.
Just play this dog." So he recorded a couple of sounds, and now whenever that dog's on, it's fucking
that's pretty
George
cool.
Clooney. Yeah,
you know, South Park's obviously like a legendary TV show,
unbelievable,
and I don't really like it. You know?
Oh, bro!
But I think it's because when it first came out.
When did you stop watching it?
Right. Okay. So here's the thing. Never really started. When it first came out when I was at school, I wasn't allowed to watch it. My mum didn't like it because of all
that's good parenting.
It came around, yeah, it was all around the same time as like, let's have a think, Marshall Mathers LP, Grand Theft Auto.
It was the fuck you mom era.
Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk Skater. That was the next one I was going to pull for.
Crazy Taxi.
Yeah. Simpsons Hit and Run.
Yes, wasn't allowed that. I pretty much just watched football and wrestling.
Yeah,
growing up.
I mean, wrestling around that time, like
the Attitude Era.
Yeah, around that time,
mate.
There was some dark shit happening.
My favorite storyline was when
that guy, that dead book.
What?
Isn't there a storyline? Isn't there a storyline where he likes? Fucking, there's someone in a coffin and he fucking...
Oh, probably, yeah, probably. Yeah. And there was one, DDP was stalking Undertaker's wife, and it was like really creepy. Like, and I was like, oh, this must be how you get girls. And I'm just going into school like, you know what I mean? Just like the worst. But I wasn't allowed to watch South Park, so I think that's just left I vividly remember being at my friend's house. Shout out to Grant Harrison. How's it going?
Shout out Grant.
He showed me Stan by Eminem, the uncensored version.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, he's got her in the trunk. Oh my God, he just drank a fifth of vodka. Do you dare me to drive?
Yeah.
And then he put on...
Should have been my intro, to be fair. Should we start again? No.
Oh yeah, shit. Okay. And then he showed me a South Park episode, and I was like, I don't think I really got it.
Yeah.
I was.
Well, I mean,
like
it's weird. It's weird because around that time. So if you were 7, what year was that? Like fucking
96, 97.
So that's early South Park.
Yeah.
That's really early South. And South Park then and South Park now are two completely different shows. Like it for me, it is quite possibly like the best television show of all time, and I'll tell you for why.
Okay.
Because I know the word Sopranos is desperate to jump out of your mouth. But like, so 30 years it's been on, right? And it is like, it's arguably better now than it ever has been.
Okay.
That's why to me it's one of the best shows ever. But it's not only that, it's like, there's so many fucking great episodes. Like funny enough, I've recently started like rewatching a lot of old South Park, because obviously the new South Park's come out and it's all this like hoo-ha about like Trump and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But it's made me go back, and it is like, it's so good. And they changed it partway through. So around, I think it's like season like 17 or 18, they go from singular episodes like Simpsons or Family Guy, where, every episode the clock's reset.
Yeah.
And they started writing like continuous storylines, and some of those storylines are still like going today.
Right, okay.
So it's like, so now it's gotten this whole like, there's a meta kind of thing about it as well, and they reference themselves and and it's just added like a whole new like dimension to South Park. But I fucking love
I've always felt on the outside looking in, because so many people like it. It's such a huge cultural phenomenon or whatever. I've always felt like I must be missing something because it's so big. But I love Family Guy. I think Family. I know.
I fucking hate Family Guy.
See, I say I don't,
because
like,
it isn't funny.
Yes, it is.
It isn't funny. It isn't funny. In fact, one of my favorite South Park episodes is where they rip the piss out.
Yeah,
of
I
Family
know
Guy.
they've got beef. I know.
Yeah, but like, mate. Some of the, like, I've watched plenty of Family Guy episodes and like haven't laughed at once. Like, it is literally, they just go, this is like when and then they show and it's like,
but if you're watching it just for the jokes, then it's a great show. You're not watching it for the storylines or
but they're not.
Dog talks to the baby,
but they're not even jokes. It's like, this is like the time we went to Hungary, and then it'll flash to fucking them being like, oh, we're in Hungary, and then it'll like flash back to, and it's like,
well, no, but there's a joke in there.
There'll probably be someone like dressed up as a Hungarian doing a dance, and it's like, oh, fucking genius. How's he thought of that?
See,
like, you can get out of any scenario and make it funny by just going, oh, this is like the time when something funny happened, and then show
just jokes. That's why it is.
Shite.
This is where you and I differ. I'm open-minded. I'm still like, maybe I will get into South Park. Maybe I will, and you're just like, nah.
I've tried to get into Family Guy. Obviously, when I was in secondary school, Family Guy was the fucking show. But nah, man, I prefer American Dad. How's that?
You're wrong. That's fine. You're allowed to be wrong, but you just understand that and know that you're wrong.
Yeah, but nah, South Park is the shit. But yeah, it's,
you know what it is. I'll take your word for it. And you know what? You know what's even better? I'll go one further. I'll take your word for it, and I'll just continue living my life.
I'll never watch it.
There you go. And the world.
But to be fair, when it started off, it was a lot of like just sort of like toilet humor, like kids swearing, like there wasn't loads of depth to it. There was a bit, and I think a lot, like as it's gone on, they've kind of created that
as the audience has matured.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm pretty sure every time that I have had it on, I'll think, oh, I'll give it a try, and then within the first like 2 minutes of watching it, it's been like, oh, okay, there's a diarrhea joke. Okay, there's a dick joke. There's nothing wrong with all that.
You must be watching early South Park. There is still a little bit of that. Like, they haven't completely lost that, but it's more, it's like when they do it now, it's like, it's kind of like on the nose because it's like, yeah. But yeah. Anyway, that was a good intro. South Park Family Guy debate.
Yeah. John.
We were hanging out at the weekend.
We were. I'm sweating in here, man. I'm sorry if you can
That's
get
fine.
the
That's fine. Put it on.
You have to live with it.
There's going to be a slight din throughout the whole episode. It is too hot in here.
But yeah, we were hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah, we were, man.
We were hanging out at an event. We were brought together by the powers that be.
That's true. Shout out to Right Music Management. Shout out to MXG. Fucking two great events at the weekend. One at HMV, where yourself and 90 Bro performed at Hopped on 90 set.
Yeah, man.
I didn't realize, I thought it was finishing at 6, you know. So when we left, like shortly after, like we went to get food, thinking we'll just pop and get food and we'll come back.
Yeah.
And then we came back, there was just nobody.
I thought it was finishing at 6. I don't know why I had that in my head.
I feel bad because I missed, did Sam play?
No, Sam didn't have time.
Right.
So I think you might, when you missed 1 or 2 acts.
Still.
Yeah.
And then after that, there was this house party in North Shields, which was fucking great.
It was wild. It was a bit, well...
It was a mental venue. Yeah. I've never been in a place.
Well, it's not really a venue. It is a shop. Shout out to Hiem. Phil that runs Hiem is a very nice guy.
Yeah.
Before the event a few weeks ago, I went up to Hiem and did some like promo stuff, like for Sam to promote it, which I don't think's came out since. So it was a complete waste of an afternoon.
Next one. We'll get the next one.
And the guy was really... I think the guy that owns it is just a guy that runs a shop, so whatever.
But what kind of shop is it?
I think...
Because it didn't have anything in.
No, I think everything there's for sale. I think it's like vintage
the pairs of old boots on the shelf.
The stuff that you were hanging your beer in.
Right, yeah. But mate, to be fair to me, there was like pairs of trainers hanging off a washing line. I'm not gonna assume that they're like precious fucking items that are for sale. I'm gonna put my beer in it so I can have a dance, watch people, and have my beer ready at hand. But that was mint.
So when I went to do the promo stuff, there was like a couple of lads there. Dan Jack, who was there, guitar, singing, playing, you know, all fine, great artist, great singer. And then I got up and did like the rap stuff. And I think Phil was like, this is something completely, not to say that I'm like amazing or anything, but I think from the...
It was unexpected.
Yes. And he was really nice. Nice guy, seems all for it, seems to want to do it again at some point, so... Yeah,
man, I'd be totally game for that. I got fucking...
Yeah, are you going to get this? You're going to get that drunk again next time? Do you remember towards the end of the evening when you started freestyling everything?
Yeah, I do remember going back to back with 90 for about... what seemed like 10 minutes, but it was probably half an hour.
Yeah, absolutely.
And getting people to give us words. But that was only because everyone had stopped. And people seemed to be enjoying it. Like it was a place where you could easily leave if you didn't like what was happening. And there was
people had
people
stopped,
there.
But I think we just couldn't get a fucking word in edgeways because you were 90 were just kind of hugging up.
See, I didn't know that. I just assumed that everyone had kind of been on.
Well, I did.
To be fair, I did keep, in my vague memory, I was asking people like as it was happening.
Oh, you were?
That if they wanted to go on, they could. But yeah, no, that was fun. I did a little acoustic set earlier on, and then did a rumor set with 90, which was fun. And you did a little acoustic set as well. You did
I don't know. I'm trying to branch out a bit.
Yeah, man.
I'm now so I'm in a Red Hot Chili Peppers tribute band. And we've just swapped bassist. Our bassist left, and now I've got another shout out to Charlie, our new bassist.
Yeah.
But our old bassist, Carl, used to also be the backing vocalist. And now Charlie, who's joined, doesn't sing. So now I've got to play drums like Chad Smith. No, not you. I'm sorry. I'm saying that you haven't got the job. I've got to play drums like Chad Smith and sing like John Frusciante. And I can't sing. People for some reason think I can sing. Yeah, exactly.
You can do all right.
I can hold a tune.
Yeah, that's all you need for backup. Yeah, to be fair. But he's already, like, I think the thing with John Frusciante is the hard part is, like, where the harmony is. Like, him writing that harmony.
Yeah.
But I think once it's there, you can kind of get it. I think the hard part is actually coming up with it.
But I'm trying to branch out into doing a bit more singing here and there. I'm not a singer, not a guitarist by any stretch of the imagination, but...
Not anything. Not
a fucking useless, sweaty boy. But yeah, it was good, man. It was good to see everybody. You got to hang out. It was cool. It was a cool, like, environment to be in where you could just, like, chill. But I will say, as a sober person, I think I overstayed for like 20 minutes longer than I should. I think I should have just been like...
I think everybody did.
I don't know, because everybody seemed to be having a good time. When I was leaving, Sam had the guitar, he was jamming out, you were still freestyling.
Where was Sam jamming out if I was freestyling? Was I freestyling over his guitar?
Yeah, there was a beat playing over Spotify and he was just like...
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah.
That guy was there who was doing all the Fleetwood Mac covers on guitar. He was unbelievable.
Yeah, he was unbelievable.
Don't know his name, but shout out to him.
Yeah. That dude's mom was there who...
Yeah, man, can you remember screaming in my face about that?
No, I can't remember. I remember screaming in your face about Man United. I remember talking about doing doing a 2-hour podcast about how Man United is shit. I remember those words leaving my mouth.
Any day of the week, though.
Yeah. Because who else was someone else was a Man U fan there. You were stood with them. Was it Phil? Was it the guy who owns the place?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe
somebody was stood next to you now, and I can't. Somebody, I think you just said the word shit, and I was like, "Tell you what, shit." In Man United.
Well, I expect that from you, though. In fairness,
yeah, that's sober.
But one of our friends, I won't say anything. One of our friends' mum had a bit too much to drink, and grabbed the mic and give a sort of speech that was, in fairness, she was very nice, and she was saying she's enjoyed everybody that's got up on stage yet, and it was very good. But she had a couple of drinks. She was stumbling a few times, and I thought, if she trips over an XLR cable here,
it's game over.
It's going to be bad, because things weren't nailed to the wall.
No.
It's a very weird...
Someone nearly knocked the bookshelf over just by walking into the room. Like, I literally had to stop it from falling over.
Yeah, so it's a dangerous environment. She stumbled all. She gave a speech over the mic like Delia Smith did at that Norwich game. Where are you?
I don't think I remember this. Was I here for this?
Yes, because shortly after, you were talking to our friend whose mama is, and then you were saying to him that his mum gave a better freestyle than me, and I should be ashamed of myself because I'm a rapper, and I was saying to you, trying to get through to you anyways, that she wasn't actually rapping, she was just kind of telling everybody she'd had a great day, and I could definitely beat her in a battle, in a versus, if it came down to it. Me versus Mrs. I don't even know her surname.
Just drunk me, like some woman's just like ranting on a mic, and I'm like, bars.
yeah. You're like,
I've had a great day. I've had a great day. And I'm like, speak it, sister.
But you were very, very adamant that she was a better rapper than I, better freestyle rapper than I was.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe she is. I don't really freestyle, but also.
No, I do vaguely remember that as well.
Yeah. And it was at that point when I thought, I'm probably going to leave soon, like, to be honest.
I bullied you. I bullied you out of the building.
And I stayed a little bit too long, and then I think you got the mic and started saying something about Man United, and I was like, all right, it's time to wrap this up. Let's put a bow on this. Yeah,
well, I mean, I can't even remember if I said bye to Sam, but if I didn't, then Sam...
How did you even get home? You live in a
taxi. Got a taxi back with because 90 was heading back here as well.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I was intending to like get home via normal means, and then I looked at my phone and it was like 1:30 in the morning. I was like, well, that ship has literally sailed.
That metro has left the station.
That ferry is no longer operational.
But, shout out to everyone involved with that. Cool. Well, hopefully there'll be another one very soon.
Shout out Sam for that. Like I say, I don't think I said bye to you, but well done on a great night.
Yeah, man. Football season starting soon.
It is.
We're moving on to football stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's weird, isn't it? Because like at the end of last season,
football season or DLB season?
DLB season.
Nice. Okay.
What's that? Yeah, DLD.
We're on a podcast.
DLB. Yeah, fucking I forgot the fucking name. Certainly had an effect on me. I was like, what the fuck is DLB? Yeah, it ended the last football season, but it coincided actually. Maybe that's how we should do it.
There we go.
We just run it during the football. I think it's because when the football's not on, we don't have anything to talk about.
They go screaming at us.
Even though we literally insist every episode that this is not a football podcast.
Speaking of football, sorry, I must interrupt.
We've signed Jacob Ramsey.
No, breaking news, Man United to visit League 2 Grimsby in Carabao Cup second round.
Ooh. I was going to say who have we got, but we won't have anyone, will we?
No, sorry. We're just warming up for the big boys.
Second round of the Carabao Cup. I wouldn't fucking dare be in the second round of the Carabao Cup.
We have to win more games to win it.
The reigning champions of that are who, by the way? The reigning champions of that tournament? The reigning fucking champions? Champions. Mate, I know. I've never said those words about my team ever in my life. But it's funny because we were obviously probably opposite ends of the spectrum at the end of the season.
For very sure.
And the tables haven't completely turned, but they're on a 90-degree angle right now, I'd say. So where do you think... I think Man U are possibly the hardest team to predict where they're going to finish this season.
To be honest, I think that might be the first sensible thing you've said about Manchester United in the entire history of this podcast.
Like they could finish 16th,
yeah,
or they could finish in the top 4.
Yeah.
I think they're a completely unknown entity. I think, Ruben's got his players now.
Yep.
That's all he ever needed.
Yep.
All he ever needed was a couple of his players to come in, play his system, yada, yada, yada.
Uh-huh.
There's no Europe either.
No.
One game a week.
Well, when you're starting in the second round of the Carabao Cup.
Second round of the Carabao Cup. Extra game there. But,
tough visit to Grimsby.
That is a tougher way, mate. I can see you losing that. But then again, so yeah, no Europe, new players in, good signings, I must say, very good signings, but also are shit. So it's
But wait there. I must ask, what? I understand you're saying we're shit because we were shit last season, but what are you basing calling us shit on? What? Because of last season?
Yes, but what last season told me is that if things are going badly, they will not change. They will continue to go badly because Amorim won't change it.
Okay.
So if you start the season and it only takes a couple of losses and you've got Arsenal first, is it?
We've got Arsenal and City within the first 2 months, I think, or 2-3 weeks.
So, lose 2 of your first 4 games, let's say.
Yeah.
Confidence, quite low.
You're right.
And again, he won't change it. He'll keep it the same and he'll just drill you into the ground. But also, you have signed some good players, but I think you've literally needed 10 or 11 players. Not first teamers, maybe sort of 7 or 8 first teamers, and then a few more for depth.
But you're not going to get that in one window.
Well, exactly, but that is what you've needed.
Yeah.
So you haven't done that. Therefore, are you going to improve? It's such a big gap as well.
Yes.
The gap was so huge last season, and those top 4 teams have strengthened so much.
Yes.
City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea, they've all spent nearly billions.
I don't know about Arsenal have improved that much. They've got a striker now.
But that was the thing. That's what people said about them. Is all they needed was someone to fucking put it in the back of the net, and they've got someone who can undeniably do that now.
City
whether he does it in the Prem.
They really, although they're in for Donnarumma and Rodrigo, which would really vastly improve them a lot.
Yeah, and I can't believe they got Trafford. Man, that was fucking.
Well, I think
that's the transfer this summer. That and Sesko were the 2 that really
fucked
us off. I think.
Wait there. Put a pin in this. Let's go back to the United thing, right? Realistically, for me, United have to get European football.
Yeah, which is what a minimum
conference.
7th place finish is that?
7th or 8th, I think it will.
Depending on cup winners and shit.
So that has to be bare minimum this season. And I mean, how much do you read into pre-season? Undefeated pre-season so far.
Legends.
But I think for me, pre-season's more about how the team are playing other than results. And from what I've seen against Premier League opposition as well, playing pretty good. Going forward, pretty good football. I still think we need a centre defensive mid, probably a strong centre back, and probably a goalkeeper. Yeah. But going forward, and that's even without Sesko.
Yeah,
it's looking pretty good.
Ruben's cooking, is he?
And the players he bought are good players. Bermo, Cunha, Premier League proven. Dorgu, who he also bought, arguably been our standout player in pre-season, and now he's a left wing back, so whatever. But the wing backs are so important in the system. It really the first game of the season, obviously against Arsenal at home, massive game. If we can come out of that unbeaten, not losing, playing well, putting up a fight, scoring a goal or 2.
Yeah. And funnily enough, I think it might be one of those opening weekend fixtures because I feel like the pressure's really on Arsenal to put a mark down, especially in this game.
Yeah. Because
obviously yous were shit last season, so people are going to have that fresh in their mind. And if Arsenal don't beat yous convincingly, people are going to be Project Arteta, year 5 or whatever it is now, and the heat's going to immediately be on them unless they
both ways though.
No, because I think yous were so shit last season. I think that the expectation within Man U fans, like you say, Europe is probably the minimum that you want to ask for. But I think to the outside world, I think the expectation will be fairly low still, because
I don't know, because there's a lot. I mean, I'm only going off what I'm seeing online, which is you never should really do it. It's like judging your team's performance by what happens on Twitter is like going on Google and being like, I've got a bad knee and it says you have cancer.
Yeah.
Like you should really judge how your team's doing based on what people are saying on Twitter.
Oh man, Newcastle Twitter this summer's been fucking.
Every team's exactly the same though. It's fucking ridiculous. But the vibes and expectations are high. But you are right. We can only compare to what happened last season, which was 15. So you are right. And Arsenal, they have the bought players. People said they need a striker. They went and signed one, but Arsenal do have this, like, well, they're always going to finish second. They're always going to be second best. They're always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
I just can't picture them winning the league. I need in my, because me and my dad do this thing where we predict the top 6 and the bottom 3 every year.
Cute.
Winner owes the loser a pizza. Loser owes the winner a pizza.
Nice.
And a beer. And I very nearly put Chelsea second this year. I don't think I did in the end. It's on my phone. So
Are you saying Liverpool first?
Yeah. I mean, they won the league last year, and they've made the best signings this summer. So I think that they're as much as I fucking hate them, as much as I fucking hope they get relegated this season, as much as I hope that if they sign Isak, I hope he fucking breaks his leg in the training session and he's out for the whole year.
I hope he breaks his hand signing the contract.
Like, I genuinely do. We'll get onto that later.
Okay,
but I think Liverpool will finish first. But like, Liverpool, I can picture winning the league. City, I can picture winning the league. Chelsea, I can see winning the league this year. No. Arsenal, I can't see it. I just can never see it, and I don't know whether it is Arteta or whether it's one of those things that like you can't believe it till you see it. You know what I mean?
To be fair, I felt the same with PSG winning the Champions League.
Yeah. And then they turned out to just be the best team.
I do think it's the manager. I can't take Arteta seriously.
I know.
As a top class manager,
he's a disgrace.
he belongs at an Everton.
He does, sour, excuses ready, loaded.
It was Like, the whole world's against her. Even this is why we're 10th in the league. Yeah, he belongs at the Wolves.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
he's not Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal are a great club, really.
Yeah. Growing up, aside from Newcastle, they were my favorite team because they were the fucking boys. Hated your lot, obviously. They were like the sexy alternative to your fucking troll, fucking shitness. Yeah.
Absolutely, completely dominated and ruined your entire childhood.
Well, exactly. But Arsenal played it the right way. Arsenal played football the right way.
Oh, there's a wrong way, isn't it?
Sexy football.
I just thought winning was
didn't
correct.
Need 10 minutes of extra time added onto every game just because Alex Ferguson was an alcoholic and would threaten to beat up any referee that wouldn't give him 10 minutes extra time if they weren't winning. I mean, he definitely was. You can tell by his fucking schnoz. But
man's nearly 80, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck him. He can break his leg with his.
He walked in here right now.
Mate, I'll fucking beat him the fuck up. I'll kick an old man. I don't give a shit. Don't care. Nah, fucking no. Yeah, man, I would have, but we didn't.
But you didn't, did you? No, exactly.
No, but
even when you beat with 5-0 at one time, we still won the league. So you won the war. You won the battle, but we won the war.
Yeah, but
Brooks will ever say. But I can't take that seriously.
And like, so yeah, who knows? I think Liverpool will win it. But I also think Newcastle is very difficult to predict what's going to happen to us this season.
Well, you look like you're going to make a good signing with like Jacob Ramsey. I rate him.
I really rate him. Rex said in the chat, he's basically Joe Willock, and I'm like, you mustn't have seen either of these people play for the last 2 years because Ramsey is levels above Willock at the minute. I mean, Willock has been scuppered by injuries, but he's clearly not the player he was. You know what I mean?
Is he coming in to be like the right hand side? Because you've got quite a lot of.
Well, apparently he plays left wing a lot of times for Villa.
You've just seen Alanga and Gordon.
Yes. So one of the theories is that Gordon's going to play up front. So we need another left-sided winger, but also, he might not be first choice up front. If we sign Wissa, for example, then it. But if the Isak situation isn't sorted, then it could be Gordon plus Asula. up front. So, but also reading a thing from a Villa fan not too long ago where he said a lot of Villa fans would argue that his best form at Villa was playing on the left side of a midfield three, which, to be fair, is where Joe Willock plays when he comes in, because he does bomb down that left-hand side as well. So
is Alanga going to be on the right then?
No, so Alanga left wing, and then the midfield three would be Ramsey, Bruno, and Tonali. Tonali and Bruno.
So where does that leave
Joey? Well, again, versatile. He can play left. He could play up front as well. Remember, he was brought to the club as a striker, not a very good one, but he is a striker, or was a striker. And there's also a theory that Eddie Howe's going to change the formation this season. We might see a 4-2-3-1.
We see the first ever 4-5.
Yeah, 4-5-0.
4-6.
Yeah.
1-4-6.
Yeah, so just a 5-5, just a flat 5. Yeah, but so like fuck no. This is what I mean. Like we've got Champions League this season as well, which scares the fucking shit out of me at the minute. Like going in the transfer window, we were like, yeah, this is the time. We're gonna push on. We're gonna fucking this is the time to bolster the squad, really bring some quality in, and we'll attack it on all fronts next season.
Who'd have thunk it?
And here we are. Yeah, I think that Malik Chow's a good signing. I think that I do actually think Aaron Ramsdale's a decent signing as well on loan. And I do think Alanga's a good signing as well. I think all the signings we've made have been good. Also, we've got a South Korean kid that we just signed who's actually looked pretty good in pre-season. He's only 18. Not supposed to be bought for the first team, but he also, I think pretty early on, they said he wasn't going to go on loan. He was going to sort of bed in at Newcastle.
Is the Ramsdale thing, is that on loan or is that...
It's on loan with an option, I believe.
I just realised I should have done this from the start.
Oh, shit. Yeah, boy. I'll Photoshop them on. It's
nice.
fine.
Cheers. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I think Ramsdale, I think he's better than the clubs he's played for, you know what I mean? I think
I do as well.
He was very good at Arsenal at times. I think the way that Arteta handled him and Raya and all that shit, like, do you remember when he couldn't decide? You basically swap them every game. And then
it just adds pressure on everybody, that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I think he's better than Dubravka. I think he's arguably better than Pope. He's definitely better at distribution than Pope.
Yeah.
And he's also a very good shot stopper.
Yeah, he is.
Like, he very good shot stopper. And I think that he, people say the whole thing about him getting relegated loads of times and stuff, but to me, I think that shows, because he could have stayed at Arsenal and been second choice and never got relegated again in his life, but he wanted to play football, so he went out to a club where he knew he would get a lot of first-team action. He knew he would get a lot of fucking action, because they're shit. In Southampton.
Yeah.
So
Newcastle there. I was like,
no,
you're right.
I think that does set himself up well to be a more elite goalkeeper.
Sure.
Although he does have fucking ADD or whatever. The whole thing about him not concentrating.
That's crazy.
Got to send goalkeeper.
He did himself no favours coming out and saying that. I know he was trying to
why would you say that?
Advocate for like a mental health thing or whatever, which
I don't think he was just he was just saying he just couldn't do it.
Ironically, he just drifted off and just started speaking. So let's just fucking get into it then. Isak, what's happening, man?
So,
because you've been saying, we were talking about it on Saturday a lot, you were saying that he's not leaving, he's going to stay, he's going to play for next season. Now it's come out that he's saying he might not ever play for you ever again.
See, all this, it's come out that he said, right? This has been, that sentence alone has been repeated throughout this window, right?
About everybody, about loads of people, by the way, not just Isak.
But the day before that happened, there was an article, so from an equally reputable source, because I think it was David Ornstein who said the thing that he was never going to play again at the Athletic. But literally the day before, Craig Hope at the Daily Mail, who historically has been quite spot on about a lot of Newcastle stuff, he was the one. He was the one that was leaking all that was talking about, when Bruce and Matt Ritchie had a fight on the training ground and all that stuff. He was the source for all of that stuff. Okay. So he's historically been very good. And literally the day before, I think it was Craig Hope. So the day before it came out that Isak said, even if I don't get sold, I'm never wearing the shirt again, blah, blah, blah. The day before that, it was said that he was actually like that. It was looking like he was going to be reintegrated into the squad, that he kind of accepted that the move had kind of evaporated, that there wasn't going to be another bid, and therefore he's either sitting on the bench, or not even on the bench, sitting in the reserves for a year when there's a World Cup at the end of the season, or he fucking sucks it up, says sorry, and plays again.
Yeah.
What I think about the whole thing is I think Liverpool, and this is like, I don't blame Isak too much. I see a lot of people, talk about Isak as a rat. Isak, I think he's behaved poorly, and I think he's been badly advised. However, I think Liverpool are the people that deserve the hate in this scenario. They, from the very beginning of this transfer window, they've acted very, very strangely. So if you remember when we were in for Ekitike, they said, give us Isak or we're going to go for Ekitike. So we went, well, we're not going to give you Isak. So they went and bought Ekitike. Great, right? Then the rumor came out that they were looking to also buy Isak. And then Isak did the whole thing where we were about to go to Asia, and then he went to the injury. He went to Spain to train on his own while we went off to Asia. And obviously Liverpool are trying to unsettle him. But I think that in them saying, I don't understand why they did the whole thing about Ekitike. Just put in a bid for Isak, and if it gets rejected, then go for Ekitike. Why bid for Ekitike with the provision that they would have bought Isak had we let them? Like, it's just so bizarre. And then, obviously, Isak's, he's heard Liverpool are interested. I understand why he wants to go there. I understand Liverpool are a bigger and better football club than Newcastle United. I think you have to be a complete fucking idiot to argue otherwise. However, like, they've just gone and bought Ekitike because they didn't get you. Yeah. So if Isak was smart, he would have just gone about his business, and, he could have back-channeled to Liverpool and been like, look, like, put in a bid, whatever. When Liverpool do eventually put in a bid, like, how much do Newcastle value Isak worth?
Well, apparently did they bid 100 million? So
Liverpool bid 110 million, right? Newcastle have pretty much always said that it's going to take something minimum 150 mil to get them to even consider it. So Liverpool then come in with this fucking ridiculously low ball offer.
Yeah,
like, and people can say that it's like a British transfer record fee or whatever. It doesn't matter. We value him at 150 million. They know that, and they know that 110 million is 40 million pounds lower than what we want for him. Yeah. Would you let any player go for 40 million pounds less than the asking price?
Especially not one who's that, like, important.
Who's that integral and that hard to replace, especially now because Liverpool bought Ekitike, Sesko's gone to Man U, Gyökeres has gone to Arsenal. All of the big strikers, even Osimhen's done a transfer this summer. All of the big strikers across Europe have all moved this summer, or they're not going to move. Your Haalands, your Lewandowski, like they're just not going to move. Kane, etc. Like, so what option do we have? Like, when Liverpool come in with this bid of 110 million pounds, and I've seen loads of people like talking about like free Isak. Like, what the fuck? How? Like, we're not going to sell him for less than what he's worth to us, and less than what I genuinely think. Like, I've said this to a couple of people, but by the end of next by the end of next calendar year, right? So by the end of 2026, Isak could be in for a Ballon d'Or, right? If he goes to Liverpool, if Sweden have a decent World Cup, if Liverpool win the Champions League and the Premier League, if Sweden have a decent World Cup, maybe he finishes top scorer. Maybe they get to the quarterfinals or semi-finals, finishes top scorer. Like, he could potentially win a Ballon d'Or next year. So for a potential future Ballon d'Or winner, 150, who has consistently scored 20 plus goals in the Premier League, 150 million for a guy who's impossible to replace is not like, and Liverpool clearly had the money. Whether they have it now is a different argument, but they've clearly had that money. And they've clearly waited to this point to try and get us to negotiate down on Isak. And I think they're fucking pricks, and I wish nothing but relegation on them, regardless of what happens with Isak. Personally, I would like, if Isak is refusing to play for us, I would like to see him sit in the reserves for a year.
Wow.
If he's refusing to play, I don't think we should sell him. on principle. We clearly have money to spend.
Yeah.
We've already spent 50 odd on Alanga. It was about 30 on Chow, and it's about another 40 on Ramsey. And we will need a striker as well. But I think we can, there's ways around the PSR thing without having to sell Isak. And I think if he refuses to play for us and no other club comes in for him, I think if a foreign club comes in for him with the right money, I think fair enough, let him go. If it's just Liverpool left, and this is the other thing, Liverpool have not made a second bid. They made one bid of £110 million, and everyone's telling us we should let him go. We haven't got a bid to accept at the minute, so how are we going to let him go?
You can't just let him rot in the reserves, though.
Well, we should, though. What would say if? What do you think? Because you're obviously looking at it from the outside in, and you're not a Liverpool fan either. It's no skin off your nose. If he plays for Liverpool, he's going to score against you when he plays for Liverpool. If he plays for Newcastle, he's going to score against us anyway. So, what do you think is the right way Newcastle should handle this?
I think he's got to go
to Liverpool.
Well, to somewhere. I'd rather he not go to Liverpool.
Yeah,
I'd rather he went to fucking.
But how much? So with him, with us, with the opinion that he's got to go, what's the minimum amount we should take from him?
This is where I don't know, because he's arguably top 3 strikers in the league.
Arguably
Haaland.
Top 3. He's definitely top 2. And he ain't 2. You feel me? Nah,
until Gyökeres and Sesko prove themselves. Then okay, maybe I'll give you that. Did I like Liam Delap? No. I mean, if you just set your valuation and you stall about 150 million, then it's 150 million, isn't it? It's whatever you. So.
Well, that was before he was refusing to play. So does the price now come down because we've either got a player on 150 grand a week that isn't going to play?
But this is the type of situation that over the years I would find Manchester United in.
Yeah. Where
we're fucking on our knees falling to players who think they're bigger than the club. No player is bigger than any club.
Yeah.
So if Isak's refusing to play for Newcastle, then he should fucking leave the club, get fucked, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's, I refuse to believe also Isak's sitting in the house going, those fucking cunts Newcastle.
Yeah.
He's obviously not doing that, but he wants the best for his career. He wants to go to Liverpool, win trophies, whatever.
But I do think he's also got to understand the club that he's at the minute. Like, it's not like we've been relegated to the Championship.
Totally.
But I agree that Liverpool are bigger, better, whatever. But like, he's got to understand that like he is worth what we say he's worth. However, this does also come back to last season. Apparently, our director of football, who's now left, was supposed to honour a contract offer that Staveley had said to. So apparently, Staveley and Guendouzi, before they left, had told Alexander Isak that they would look at a contract at a certain time, within a certain time frame. Paul Mitchell, when he came in, didn't do that. So if we tied him down to a new contract 6 months ago, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Sure.
And also, we value him at £150 million. Players who cost £150 million earn upwards of $250,000 a week at very minimum. Isak's on like between 150 and 200,000. So if we rate him as one of the best players in the world, which is what we value him at, then we must also back that up by offering him more money. So
this has just got Ed Woodward written all.
Yeah. But
all that being looking from the outside in, it just feels like it's very, very, very difficult to win the fans back over after all this. Score as many goals as you like, but you know in your heart that he's thinking he just want to be there, and he's fucked the team up by. Like
they had, because I've been thinking of, because one of the methods of coping that I was using during this whole saga is I was trying to think of transfers that have rumbled on and not happened. Because it's very rare that a player to a club is spoken about so often and it doesn't end up actually happening, like materializing at some point. But then I thought you had the biggest one I could think of where it was just, it seemed like such a certainty that it was going to happen. It didn't, was De Gea to Madrid.
Yeah.
And it never actually happened.
Do you know why? Have you heard the...
Well, I know Man U wouldn't let him go.
Apparently, it was...
Was it a fax machine?
The last hour or something before the window closes and the fax machine broke.
Yeah. But did it? Or did they just not want to let him go?
Cutting Jim Ratcliffe. Yeah. It's a long time ago. But yeah. But anyway, sorry, go on.
But it was the De Gea to Madrid and Gerrard to Chelsea.
Yeah. Good show.
And all these things seemed like they were going to happen and they didn't. So it has happened. And I actually do think, again, because Isak himself has been so quiet, Isak has not said anything. Right. It's all rumor and hyperbole and newspaper talk. And nobody from Isak, words have not left Isak's mouth and words have not come out of Isak's camp, officially saying anything. So I think that has given him a slight road back to say something along the lines of, there was a lot of talk over the summer. A lot of it was untrue or exaggerated or whatever you got to say. And, there was interest from Liverpool. The transfer didn't happen. And now I'm fully focused on the season ahead with Newcastle, blah, blah, blah. And I think that coming out and actually saying that, and I think that could, and then as soon as he scores a winner, Newcastle Twitter will be fucking all over him again.
Kind of agree with you, but I will also bring to you when Saudi offered for Bruno Fernandes, and it was kind of looking like, okay, this might be on, and then a day or two later, I shut it down straight away. Yeah. And then it was like, all right, he's fully focused on the. It's even though these words have not left Isak's mouth or whatever, it is obvious that he wants this move. Okay.
To me, I think that again, if he definitely didn't, all it takes is for him to come out and say, "I'm happy here. I don't want to go." But again, when it's Liverpool, you have to think about what's best. They're going to be in the running for
the league and the Champions League.
Exactly.
Realistically.
Exactly. So. Who knows? But yeah, fuck knows where we're going to finish.
What's
I've put us at 5th for my prediction, but I don't.
I haven't made any predictions or anything this season yet. I've really thought about it. What's your realistic and then ideal scenario from this Isak situation? What do you want?
The PIF could do something hilarious and loan him to Al Hilal. If he gets loaned out to Saudi for a year,
that's the hilarious option.
That would be
pretty funny.
That would be so funny.
It's pretty funny.
That would be so funny. The realistic scenario is we get closer to deadline day. I think they may actually be waiting until after we play them. We play them second game of the season.
Oh wow, the winner keeps him.
So we can't sell him before that because he's gonna score.
Wow, imagine that.
And it's our first home game, so it's at St James's Park. They'll bring him on at 60 minutes. It'll be 1-1. He'll win a penalty and he'll fucking pick the ball up and he'll fucking score. And
he'll do one of them with the fucking Gallagher head.
Bro, the head loss will be insane. If he's pulling out with that.
Maybe the only time I'll celebrate
the Gallagher, bro, Twitter I'll throw my phone in the sea when that happens because but this is what I mean. I wonder whether they're waiting for that so that there's no possibility of him scoring against us. But also I think we're within our rights to do that, and it'll actually. So I think we'll get close.
But then you won't be able to have the money to go buy another.
So this is the thing. So realistically, I think it'll get closer to deadline day. I think we might sign Wissa.
Okay.
It'll get closer to deadline day, and then we will end up selling him for maybe slightly under 150 million, maybe 130 or 140 with add-ons or something like that. I think we might end up selling him for slightly below.
Stick that Ballon d'Or clause in there if he wins the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think we may do. But so that's what I think realistically will happen. And then we'll be scrounging around on the last couple of days of the window to try and get a striker in.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin coming in.
He's apparently going to Leeds, I saw today, which again, fucking perfect. I think he's a Yorkshire lad as well. I think he's from Sheffield.
It's like
maybe.
Jack Grealish going to Everton, like scratching an itch in my head. I was like, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, perfect sense. I can't wait to see him at that new fucking stadium. It would have been
the Dick and Arse Road. What's it called?
The Dixon fucking the Mason Dixon Line Stadium. But yeah, I think so. That's what I think will probably happen. The ideal scenario is a harder question for me because I feel a lot of resentment towards Liverpool. I feel a lot of resentment towards Isak, but I also know that we're a much worse team without him. But I also know that I think a lot of the squad, if the rumours are to be believed about Isak saying he wants out, then the rumours should also be believed that it's caused quite a rift within the squad.
Yeah.
And some of the squad aren't even talking to him at the minute. So and I think it's because we've always had a very much them against us attitude, especially since the takeover and since Howe's come in. And I think that Isak basically being like, fuck that, I want to go with these guys because I'm just going to automatically win everything. I think that almost goes against everything that the club sort of ethos and the atmosphere around the players has kind of built up. It's like, we're here to disrupt these guys. We're here to try and put the fucking cat amongst the pigeons. We're not the pigeons. We're the cat.
Said cat, magpie amongst the pigeons.
Yeah, well, the cat amongst the magpies. Well, yeah, no, it doesn't work. No. But yeah, so the ideal ones, I really don't know what the ideal scenario is. Like, I'd love him to come back, score 25 goals this season, and we win another trophy and get Europe again. That's the ideal scenario, but we're just going to have, the problem is, it's the replacement that I worry about. I just don't see where that replacement is coming from. We've been linked to that guy from Porto who's apparently quite good.
Oh, he is. Well, I'm saying he's a good player, but he had a good game against us in the Europa League a few years ago.
Yeah, so apparently he's quite good, and he's got a very similar build, apparently. And he, likes to play in the channels, likes to, work in the build-up play and all that stuff.
Yeah, he is a good player.
But it's very, it's very unproven, and
so is Isak really coming from?
True, that's the thing. Like, I do trust our scouting entirely, but also there's no obvious, because Isak will leave that like gaping hole in our squad. Whoever comes in is gonna be demanded to fill that hole immediately. Whereas when Isak came in, we had Joe Linton up front and Wilson, and it was like, so there wasn't really shoes to fill. It was just kind of like, can you grab this by the horns and be the guy? Whereas whoever comes in we're not going to ask that of them. It's going to be, can you do what this guy did?
Tell you what,
Rasmus,
30 million, my friend, and he's all yours.
Nah,
27.
You know what?
27 million. He's all yours.
I would actually rather
find 25 million and he's all yours.
I would rather Nicholas Jackson than Rasmus.
Take 23 million off us and he's all yours. No, you don't want Nicholas Jackson either.
I'd have him over Højlund. When I watch them both, I see more from Nicholas Jackson. I see a player in Nicholas Jackson that Eddie Howe could make really good, and I think that Højlund, like, barely touches the fucking ball, so you don't really get a good look at him. But B is like just shit. Like, his first touch is like, I've seen Nicholas Jackson do some good things. He's not a great player. Don't get us wrong. I don't rate him very highly, but I rate him more than I rate Højlund.
I think Højlund is a good finisher, but he needs to get to that point. You know what I mean? He needs to be in front of the goal with the ball.
He's also just not physical enough.
No, he's not. That's
especially in our team.
That's his big downfall.
Yeah.
He looks like he is, but then he's just a fucking pussy.
And he's not that quick.
No, he is. But
is he?
Yeah, he is. When everything for Højlund has to line up perfectly for him to put it. It's like, no, sometimes you have to work against the...
Yeah.
He had that fucking purple patch where he scored 7 and 7 or 7 and 8 or something, and I was like, he's finally arrived. And then he got injured and then just shit the bed ever since.
Yeah. So fuck knows. What about Sunderland? Are Sunderland staying up? They've signed everybody.
Well, here's the thing. We've been going 55 minutes.
Yeah.
I couldn't name one Granit Xhaka. I couldn't name 2 Sunderland players.
Yeah.
So we can either talk about Sunderland or United's transfers or some more transfers, or I can ask you a fun question.
Yeah, you said you got some burning questions. So let's sack the football.
Well,
I'm guessing some of these questions may be football related, are they? Or not?
Yeah, I think we'll probably only get through one of the questions.
That's fine.
But the next episode will be as the season started, so we'll be able to talk more about Sescon scoring a hat-trick on his debut against Arsenal.
Yeah, will be one game and maybe one. When's the Carabao Cup game? Must be soon.
I don't know, actually.
It'll be 1.5 games in for yous, 1 game in for us because we're in the Champions League and you're not.
Carabao Cup is also the... All right, okay, so tangentially football related.
Okay.
Can you name the 8 films that Michael Owen has said he's watched?
Oh shit! I've seen this on a TikTok somewhere. I've seen somebody
Michael Owen
talking about
claims that films are so boring, which is ironic coming from a man about as interesting as cardboard. And he tweeted once that he'd only seen 8 of them on flights, I think.
Is one of them a big like franchise film, sort of like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars? Is one of them in that ilk?
I would say so.
I will go for Lord of the Rings.
No.
Harry Potter.
No. That's you're too family friendly. They need more.
Police Academy 4.
No. But imagine. No.
Back to the Future. That's still family, isn't it?
Family.
So it's like an adult franchise. Marvel, something. No, it's kids.
No,
it's definitely kids. All right. Is there a rom-com in there?
Well, there's there's one. Admittedly, there is one in here that I've never heard of before.
Catch Me If You Can.
No.
Juno.
No. Juno.
I'm just picturing Michael Owen watching all these films. Yeah. His name is my name. Are they all from a similar era, or does he dot around?
Well, apart from the one that I don't know, which I could Google, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
I will say they're all from a similar sort of 90s.
Okay, Die Hard.
Okay, the one I don't know is from 2003. So there you go.
Right.
Die Hard. No, it's not there.
Fuck. I feel that's too exciting for Michael Owen.
Do you want any hints for
Yeah, go on, give some hints.
All right, the one that's top of the list here. Adrian.
Yeah, fucking Rocky.
There we go.
Okay, Rocky.
Yeah.
That's not 90s.
Is it not?
Sure, Rocky must be.
Probably 80s, isn't it? Probably, yeah.
Okay, so they're all. So are they all from around that time, or are they actually from the? 80s?
They're from around
the 80s, 90s, right?
80s,
Okay.
90s, yeah.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
No.
Great film. What's fucking? Oh, what are they called?
I think you're thinking too hard on the franchise thing. It is a franchise, but it's not like one of the leading. Think like a huge movie in the 90s.
Jurassic Park.
There we go. There it is.
Titanic.
No. Good shout though. I don't think you'll get some of these.
Go on, you have to give us the rest.
You want the rest of them?
Yeah, just give us the rest.
Heat. Ghost. Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm.
Cool Runnings.
Oh my god. Come on.
Seabiscuit?
Is that about a horse?
I guess so. Googled it. Yeah, it is about a horse.
Yeah, I feel like I know that only I feel that only from Battle Rap. I feel like for some reason Seabiscuit gets
mentioned. Well, Seabiscuit was a famous horse, but I guess they made a fucking biography about the horse.
Yeah. Fucking biopic about a fucking horse. Can't believe a horse got a biopic before me. The fuck? Surely you go through every human in history before you get the fucking horse.
Well, you think there's War Horse and there's Karate Kid.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And the last one, Forrest Gump.
Should have guessed Forrest Gump. Really. Should have guessed Forrest Gump.
Really.
I mean, that's to be fair. Like, that isn't a terrible list of films.
It's not.
It's mad that they're the only films he's watched.
No, that's a decent lazy weekend to yourself.
Yeah,
with the Domino's and a fucking ice cream. That's not like my entire lifetime of what we've seen.
As if Michael Owen thinks films are boring.
What if films think of Michael Owen? That's what I really want to know.
Well, this is what I'm thinking. Maybe because he's the purveyor of boring, so maybe he's right. Maybe films are rubbish, and we should all just stop watching. Maybe that's why the film industry's dead.
Because they need to listen to Michael Owen.
Yeah, I think if anyone knows boring,
well, it's
Michael Owen.
That's true. Yeah. I think he's like the godfather of boring, isn't he?
He wouldn't get that reference at all.
No. What? What really pisses me off, I think the most about Michael Owen is that his name on Twitter isn't capitalized. It's like small M, Michael, small.
Capital letters are boring.
Overrated. We've just hit an hour, but do you want another question?
We'll go an hour 10. Fuck, it's the season opener.
It is, yeah. It's the pilot episode. If you were a footballer,
another pilot.
All right, here I've got 4 follow-up questions. Right?
Okay,
if you were a footballer, what would your celebration be? Would it be just like, you know how like Mbappe has his and Bellingham and Rashford?
I would love to learn how to backflip.
I think
there's no better football celebration than a fucking Obafemi Martins.
But you see the people their names you throw Obafemi Martins, Nani. I think Max Gavins doesn't follow that list.
But that's why I would do it. Or you know, like Robbie Keane, I would do the most athletic thing I could.
There you go.
Robbie Keane's forward roll.
Not bad.
Like, it's not a very athletic, but it's still like a fucking, you know what I mean? It wants to be like, so,
cartwheel.
Like this is cold. Like I love that celebration.
See, I'm not a huge fan of cold celebration. That one's not bad though.
Yeah, and just, like Shearer's classic. I don't know what mine would be. I feel like mine. Oh man, I
know it's a bit cheesy, but I quite like Bellingham's.
What's his again? Oh yeah,
especially at Real Madrid.
Yeah,
wouldn't work if it was still at Dortmund. I think it has to be like
or Birmingham.
Just to get robbed.
St Andrews. Mbappe's is cool.
The knee slide makes
the knee slide, yeah. I mean, to be fair,
Ronaldo too.
I love Tim Cahill's as well. Tim Cahill's punching the corner flag.
See, you're really speaking my language. I'm going for like the big guns. You're speaking like Robbie Keane and Tim Cahill.
Yeah.
Klinsmann.
What was Klinsmann's? I was too.
The dive. Where everyone dive into
yeah.
Not bad.
Fucking Suarez did that as well against Everton, didn't he? Fuck, that is so funny. Because he does it right in front of Moyes. He runs up to Moyes.
I think Suarez might be the ultimate shithouse of all time.
He's up there. He's got to be up there.
Legendary player, though.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Mateta kicking the corner flag.
Yeah, that's great. I think I like Jamie Vardy's as well, because he changes it depending on what team he's playing.
Yeah, that's not.
You know what I mean? Good. He takes the piss out of the other team. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Although I think with piss taking ones, you've got to be so careful because as soon as they score,
Madison with the thing.
Yeah.
As soon as they score, they could do it against you. Yeah.
I'll tell you what I might do. Right, I would do an evolution of the knee slide where I would go sideways. I'd go like this and slide across the floor.
Oh, wow, okay.
Fucking
hit them with the David Brent pose.
Yeah,
and sideways. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
That's revolutionary.
Yeah, and if the ground was dry, I'd just lie down like that.
Did you see? But what if you score like a 90th minute winner? You're just going to lie down and just hit.
No, I'm gonna like dive like that and slide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right. So like a knee slide, but on the side.
Okay. All right. Well,
that's what I would do.
You're going to break your arm, but fair enough. Dedication.
Shefty Coochies was the best. Shefty Coochies used to swan dive into the ground. He just used to go like this, just belly flop on the ground.
That's not bad.
That was the best one.
Pile on. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Short sleeves or long sleeves?
Short.
Tucked in? Tucked in the shorts?
No. Baggy shirt.
Yeah.
Baggy fucking shirt. I'm talking James Milner 2006. When he was like when he was like 14 playing for the Prem, wearing a man's shirt, just fucking flying everywhere.
I do remember when tight shirts came out because Di Canio said nobody can grab you.
Yeah.
Pretty good, but it doesn't look cool.
But you're more likely to get a foul if you fucking like, especially now with VAR.
Yeah.
Go in the penalty box just wearing a really baggy shirt, you're gonna get a pen.
Yeah. Coloured boots or black boots?
Well, my footy boots at the minute are blue. They're blue and orange.
What shade of blue?
Like a sort
blue and orange.
A sort of electric. I'll get them. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Blue and orange, man. I'm keeping it real, man. I'm trying to. I'm trying to enter any football pitch looking exactly like Pascal Chimbonda. Chimbonda. That's what I'm trying to look like. Electric blue and orange. Denying that.
But I do like that. I like that colour scheme. However, I think if I was a professional footballer,
you mean you're not?
I mean, I know I'm wearing the shorts and everything. Yeah. If I was a professional footballer, I think I would probably wear black shoes. Nice. Yeah, because I'd be a fucking defender. Although I'd be an eccentric defender, so maybe I'd wear fucking like strikers, fucking bright, fucking.
What?
Like just the brightest shoes I could find. Just wearing centre, but just putting in slide tackles as centre back. Fucking...
That'll be a celebration of slide tackle, but like an
slide tackle. But like a relaxed slide.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I'd go head first though. I'd slide this way, not feet first.
Right.
I mean, I think sometimes I would have to because of the pitch.
It's asking for a broken elbow.
Yeah, really true. Or like I'd punch myself because I'd be like this on the way down and just fucking crack myself in the head.
And finally, any wrist tape? That's a big thing.
You know what, right?
What ankle tape?
Joe Linton wears like loads of tape on his wrists, right? And it always like everyone just assumed he was always injured. Like, he always had like something wrong with his wrist. Doesn't, just fucking wears it. Wears like, boxers before they put the gloves on. Like that's what he fucking wears. And I kind of like it.
I like it as well. Remember Chicharito Hernandez?
Yeah.
He used to always wear wrist tape. And I didn't really know what. And then I used to wear it for 5 side. And I'm begging him to take it on. But
to be fair, my wrists are fucking shit. I've broken this one.
You were doing a
2 years ago. Yeah. I broke this one 3 years ago and I sprained this one twice in like 2 years. And this one's still, in fact, no, I sprained it once and then I've actually broken it.
Jesus.
Which is, I'm still waiting to get it fixed. I might need a fucking screw in my wrist. How fucking mad's that? I did it in like October, November. They didn't bother x-raying it when I went in and said it's just a sprain. Here I am in fucking mid-August and I'm still waiting to fucking hear about whether I need a fucking screw in it. I've had a CT scan, I've had an X-ray, and I've had an MRI.
I don't like it.
And I still don't they haven't fixed it. Sorted out Kia. Fucking plum.
What do you think that's actually for? The tape?
I don't know. I feel like, well, there's those like, I know there's things like to help sleep. Like there's things for your wrist. I don't know whether there's like, because obviously a lot of veins go through there, like important veins. So I don't know. I mean, it might just be that they just fucking like it. You know what I mean? I reckon it's probably one of those things where some people argue that there's some benefit to it, but there's no actual evidence to suggest.
Oh, like the holes in the socks and all that shit.
Mate.
Would never be me.
Get in the bin.
Caught dead, right?
Oh, someone told us about a woke football. Tommy 23 told me about a woke football thing, and I'm trying to remember what it is now. Oh, no. I literally said I'd mention it on the podcast.
Well, did he mention? Did he get it from the podcast? Did he?
Well, he watched the podcast and he saw us talking about like woke football stuff, and he mentioned one.
Shout out Tommy 23. Bro.
Yeah, shout out Tommy 23. I can't remember. Sorry, bro. Leave it in the comments below.
Yeah, man. Well, that's it then. I'm all out with fun questions.
Yeah, well, let's wrap it up there then. Bit of a season preview, but there will be. As both of our teams falter, there'll be less football talk on the pod. And yeah, more chat about other nonsense.
Up the tricky reds.
Up the fucking tune.
Like and subscribe. Love you. Bye.